Hello, everybody. Welcome, YouTube. Anybody watching? I think there's only one currently, so hello, you.
That's okay.
At this point, but yes, this is we're back with some live streams, action, some live draws, and looking forwad to giving you some good times again. Not quite the times I put on the marketing strategy, but anyway, this I am Lucky
Promises,
Sixes. This is Hyper
promises.
G, and this
It is.
is
Hello.
our special guest, Mr. Rob, Mr. T.O., the boss for tonight.
Destroy 'em.
Hello. Yeah, destroy him on the forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay?
Welcome.
Yeah, no, it's good to have me on. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's good to do this instead of the various janky ways I've done draws over the years.
Yes, and this is this is janky.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it will work, but we've got a really nice picker, and I'll move to it straight away. So this, as you hear, you can see
Oh
on
my
the screen,
goodness.
Oh,
is
you
a
done now?
scratch card picker. Now there's 18 people in the draw, and I'm going to do it one by
Lordy.
one. We do also have an Excel spreadsheet that I'm filling out as we go.
That looks
Just
beautiful.
there. But yep, this is the next one that I've decided is very good, and I'm very much enjoying the look and the look of. So yeah, what
Everyone
we're going
loves
to
a
do?
scratch card.
I know. We're going to
Especially
do
a
the
winning
draw
scratch
first
card.
because that's what we're all here for, and that's the business side. But we are going to go through all the deployments and objectives, and if you are, and obviously this is the first 3.0 tournament in the UK. So if you are interested in that and you're not going to this tournament, then I mean, shame on you for not going to the tournament. But also, there's something in it for you as well. So there you go. We don't do things by halves. I should say there are a few grudges going into it, and the first one being Chris with Matty P. That's the first one that happened, which I feel like everyone just barges past people to grudge Matty. At the start of the game.
yeah.
He's a
This
man in
is
demand, isn't he? I still haven't
He
managed
is.
to play him because everyone gets there first. Yeah.
Chris is billing this as father versus son.
Yes.
'Cause he just-
And the other one is actually includes myself, so I don't have the excitement of the draw, unfortunately. But David, we just haven't played ever.
No,
Which
really?
sounds it's so stupid that we've just never crossed paths. Obviously, we've like chatting and loads of stuff. We've never played. So this was a grudge, long time coming, and one I was very happy to accept. Although I do look good, but anyway, we move on past that. That's for me to deal with. But yes, otherwise we go straight on to the next draw. So are you guys ready?
Very.
And hopefully you guys in the chat are also ready. We're gonna get cracking.
Yeah. I mean, we had the
and-
pleasure of playing the last time we played in Cardiff, Rob, didn't we?
we
We
did,
met
yeah.
each other in
Yeah.
round 3 with the sunlight on the table. We couldn't see
I
a
was,
thing.
I was just thinking whether it was I've played you two, but I definitely have played you last in
Yeah.
Cardiff, and I played you a couple of times at night on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think we go straight. So we're gonna do table 3. So the first opponent, second opponent, and then for the carry on. I'm going to be frantically putting it in Excel as we go, and hopefully we'll get it spot on and stuff as well.
The man of multitasking.
Yes, we'll see, and we'll see when my computer blows up. That'll just be it. Anyway, we got the first one, and we see how exciting this is. Oh,
Scratch away.
Scratch away.
Oh.
Tony.
Hale.
Well, that's a good start because Tony is in the tournament. So, it could have been
Yes,
anything under
that's
that scratch
very
card, couldn't
true,
it, really?
actually.
£50,000. What?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine. Or just like Gemma or something. Right. Okay, continue. So this is the next one. Oh, a new
Who's
scratch
Tony
card.
got? Tony's
How
demons, isn't it?
exciting. Oh,
Oh, Elliot.
Elliot.
I like it.
Elliot. So Tony versus is that so he's Tony's demons, isn't he?
Yep.
But obviously Elliot is flying the Empire flag, I believe.
Yeah,
this
because
time round.
there's no vampires at the tournament. So, yeah, he is Empire.
I think he still is loads of cav still, but
Yes.
anyway. So that'd be good.
He's
But
very,
Tony
very
does play-
calm. Knightly Orders and Sun Griffin.
Yeah, Tony
Nearly
plays
all
Empire
this.
quite a bit though, so that'll be really interesting.
I think Elliot's
Uh,
played quite a few games as well, so I think that's quite helpful for Tony because
Mm.
I'd be surprised if Tony's played any.
Oh, two.
Although-
He played
yeah.
two against
Oh,
us.
has he played 2? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disclaimer: that might not help him.
Yes, true.
But anyway, so the next one up is
The dwarfs. With
Mr.
Simon.
Bromley
Yeah.
with the dwarves.
Regular dwarf player.
Yes.
Oh.
Versus
Eh?
uh,
Ed Murdoch.
lovely. Mr. Ninth
Amazing.
Age.
Yeah,
On
what's
the...
Ed playing this time?
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to look for Ed. Is he ogres?
I remember.
Yes, he is.
Is
The
that
Mammoth
as well?
Hunter ogres. Quadruple Mammoth Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed not a lot else, but I'm sure if I play him, I'll realise that I'm very, very wrong.
It's a lot of scrappling units, to be fair, which is
Mm.
possibly why you think there's not a lot else. But
Yeah.
never underestimate the hunting.
And
skill.
Saber Tusks.
Yeah. But yeah, next one we have Mr. Darren.
Yes. Empire again. Another Empire player. We've got a
Yeah.
few Empires actually, haven't we? So
Yeah, there is. And Darren is facing off against Walcher.
no, Empire. I'm sure
Empire,
that will
Empire.
please
There you go.
both of them, or maybe not. That might be like a bad thing for Empire going against Empire, because I think they're in
Yeah,
a good
maybe.
position. at the minute,
Does one of
so-
them have more mortars than the other? Is that what it's going to be?
One has two cannons, one body gun, and one has one volley gun, one mortar. So yeah,
The mortar
all-
wins.
all
You heard it here
things.
first.
Yeah, there's a lot of infantry for the mortar.
Based on
Basta.
no information whatsoever, and not even looking at the mortar rules. The next one.
They know that. Owen, Dread Elves, I think.
Owen. Yes.
Mm,
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sure.
a.
Pretty sure.
Elves
He is
and
playing
dwarves
Dread Elves,
he
yeah.
has, but this time Dread Elves, we should be interested. I've not seen him play them before, so that'd be cool to see what his armies are looking like.
Chariots. Lots of chariots.
Oh, nice. Versus.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, some
schmuck.
chump. Some chump who has no idea what he's doing.
You're using a list similar to what you took to last year's Cardiff, though, aren't you, really?
Yeah, 'cause
your-
it's still in the
your-
box upstairs.
Yeah,
It's
what,
always
from
good.
that tournament.
It's always good.
Well, no, it's slightly changed, but it's just, yeah. 4 blocks,
Hmm
3 characters, very few moving parts. I'm just going to shove it down his throat.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sounds
That'd
good.
be a fun game.
And that's Orcs and Goblins, in case anyone hasn't already got
Yeah, I
one.
played Orcs.
So that part, yeah.
Right, next one. I'll do it this way.
Oh,
Oh,
Rory,
Mr.
who I
Rory.
believe is the only Kingdom of Equidine player.
He is.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Rory again. It's been too long.
Yeah, everyone needs a bit of Rory every now and then.
Yes. Sure. Right.
Ad.
He's
It's
Ah,
not
had.
Ad Lake.
Where's his list?
Ad Lake's not playing. It's Jake
Oh.
Coulteen. Jake
Jake
Coulteen.
Coulteen,
Yes,
is it?
that's the straight switch.
Yes.
Yep. Well, that's good.
Well, we know what Jake's playing because Jake's always on, without fail.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jake might even be one of the top guys there this time round. I think he's read a lot of the rules and he's bigging up the ID
Always
massive.
does.
So
Mhm.
I'm
my
very
tip for
happy
sure.
to have an alchemy master.
Yeah.
You know, in case he
Mhm.
hasn't mentioned it once or twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Against Rory with KOE, metal armor.
Oh, yeah.
All over the place. So let's see about
Yeah.
that.
Good luck,
I
Rory.
really hope Jake doesn't come up now. But anyway, right. PTG,
It's all right.
baby.
Oh, the man who's joining you in the pointy-eared Highborn Elves.
Yes. And it's
Mhm.
very similar list, actually. I was surprised at how
Yeah.
similar the list is.
Yeah, it's like Lancers for core all of a sudden, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
and Queen's Guard as well. So that was really cool. So unfortunately, it means that if I do badly and he does well, I can't just blame the army. That's the
Yeah, there's about 2 differences in your lists, isn't there?
yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3. But it's
Putting up against
essentially
Paul
quite
is
Mhm.
Mr. Root.
Dread Elf Extraordinaire, of course. The Golden God Emperor's
Return.
Return. Yeah. Nice. I mean, that's his title, I imagine. You didn't put that in for fun, Rob.
Yeah.
No.
He's Dread Elves, of course. Thunderpacks, Dread Acolytes, all sorts. Yeah,
Nice.
I like it.
And
Repeats
next one
batteries,
is
3 of them.
the current master.
Oh, of
Mr.
course, yeah.
Ali P.
That feels
Not
like
running,
using
lifetime
Orcs and
ago.
Goblins.
No.
not using Orcs and Goblins. Yeah, what the hell?
No. Yeah, it's ogres.
I think he's worried if he actually does well, they will actually nerf it.
So he just can't play a strong army.
Essentially, he's just relying on me and Joe to bring the averages down.
Sure.
Aww.
Well,
Yeah,
up
I mean,
against
he's
him.
got 2 Rock Aurochs. And
Go on, Joe. This is
Two
where we
Rock
need
Orcs,
Joe.
okay. Yeah, this is just because then. It's Mr. Barry, who, by the way, is getting another shout out. He got a shout out on the WhatsApp group, but he and someone else who I can't remember off the top of my head went along to a to a Warhammer convention, or Wargaming convention, and took 9th Age in 3.0 form. So fair play to Barry and the entourage.
Unnamed other person.
Yeah, who's equally as important, and my memory's terrible. But yeah, really good going. So big shout out to you.
Definitely.
Two more tables left.
Staff's still there.
Staff
I'm
is still
very
there.
nervous.
Mr.
Ooh,
Ollie Mather on his beast head.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never played Ollie, so it'd be amazing if you could draw me out here. Beast heads. This is the Centaur. Two double Centaur.
Oh yeah.
If he finishes painting them.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Well, he started, and he only used 2 colours.
So 2 cans of spray paint was the tactic.
If they're yellow on one side and black on the other,
yeah,
that's 2 colours, right? And up against him is.
Hey!
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Shouts of fix.
I'm now thinking I may have played Ollie a few years ago, actually. But,
well, scrap that. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
I'll cut it out in the edit. Don't worry.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, definitely not live.
Which means we should have 2 more people.
I'm Saurians, by the way. No one.
Saurians. So Saurians versus Beast Heads. That'd be good punch up.
Yeah, no metal armor in sight there.
Yeah. So we should have 2 more.
We should.
Please, God, don't draw Jake again. Right, ready?
Or Adlake.
Or Adlake. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, we need Joe still in there.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Do you know who the last player is then?
Who have we not had? I'm scanning. Probably not in time. Oh, it's Tanker.
Should be easy.
Yeah.
It's
gotta be Tanker. How would you not remember?
So it should be Tanker.
It should
be Tanker.
I mean,
promise him to get drunk by round 2. And it is
a bit late. Hey.
Okay. Who's helpfully bought Chris's list?
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Vice versa. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And thank goodness.
Is it the first time there's been an identical list, like literally down point to point?
No, I
doubt
not
for the first time. No, I thought that was like not really a thing with 9th Age, but
no, it was that thing. Chris posted his list saying, "I'm taking this," and I'm sure that's Tanker's list. And I'm sure I was just a bit. If you match the list just to beat that, you're beating 10% of the teams or 10% of the players, aren't you? Because it's 2 out of 20
That's
teams.
true. Yeah. So that's why Jake is so confident.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that brings us to the end of the draw. Of the first part of our thing today, and hopefully this is the exact draw as it on your screens right now. Just to go over, it's Chris v Matty, that's question number 1. Me v David, number 2. Tony versus Elliot, Simon versus Ed, Darren versus Wolchek, and I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. I'm definitely not, but yeah. Owen versus Rob, Rory versus Jake. Paul versus Rooty, Ali versus Barry. Well, that sounds good, doesn't it? Say that again. Ali versus Barry. Ollie versus Staff. And Mr. Joe Sampson takes on the easiest one of the lot, Tankia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
So literally, Chris's list is at the top of one half of the draw. Tanker's at the bottom of the draw. They're bookending with the same list. It's very good. Couldn't have planned that better. Very cool.
Yeah, and so that is the thing. Although of course we're going through all of the games, and that we're using straight from the book, Rob.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I copy and pasted it correctly. Yeah. So unless there's been a hot fix in the last week, well, not in the last week, in the last couple of days.
Yeah. Well, it's in the
was
pack.
a bit of a
This is what we're
challenge.
playing.
Exactly. It's in the pack. It's what you're playing.
Don't matter.
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we'll get straight stuck in to game number 1, and it's all on there on your screen. So if you want to, if you're watching this back later on, you want to pause and read through, you can. But we're playing Bottleneck and Spoils of War.
Also, to be clear, secondary objectives are also being played.
Yes.
So they are in the pack. So they're rolled by each army, and then I don't think anybody's taken that weird, funky upgrade. Mainly probably because it wasn't on new recruit.
Yeah, maybe.
You have to choose it.
Yeah. So the secondary updates for people that don't know, you have a choice. Each army has a choice of 3, don't they? And then you basically D3 it. At the start of each battle. So there's a big long list table with all of the. I think there's like maybe 10 or 12 objectives, and then your army has 3 specific ones that they can either pick from, but in this case, roll from. So get checking them as well. But rather than go for all of them, we'll just stick with the primary and deployment. So. This Bottleneck, basically a version of maybe attack versus defender. Yeah,
it's a bit like
it's easier to deploy. Yeah, doesn't take like 5 hours to set up your deployment zones. So that's a plus.
And Spoils of War being the one where if you destroy enemy units in combat with your scoring, is that right?
Scoring units.
Yes, kill scoring units with scoring, which is quite interesting because if you don't have a banner, well, obviously scoring is a unit with a banner now, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, with a banner, not like troops and not summoned.
Yeah, so there's going to be interesting what is scoring and it has to be in combat as well. So your guys running around with killy lords and monsters obviously don't score, do they? So,
no.
Yeah, it's an interesting
but
one.
But if you kill them with the scoring unit, then great guns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's game 1, Spoils of War and Bottleneck. Game 2, Frontline Clash, which is the bog standard now with not the 6 inches, and Hold the Center. So one I guess familiar to before and not working too dissimilarly either.
No.
I think the only big one is it's obviously your most expensive scoring unit now.
Yeah.
So that's the big change. So it's not just a scoring unit,
which is I guess means the actual scoring unit rather than a scoring unit with stuff in, right? So if the so
unit
not including characters or other things that are in it. So get close to 600 as you can, boys and girls.
Yeah, although I didn't do that. Which obviously I'm not a very good player, so ignore why. But like a lot of people have gone for a unit that's worth 600 points, or in some cases, Anchor and Chris, lots of units worth 600 points. It'd be interesting for this, seeing which units are the most expensive. You have to really take note of it, and obviously break that most expensive unit, which is possibly not easy if they're real beefed up with a lot of things. So,
absolutely,
really cool.
And then to end the day, a nice easy one in Spearhead and Breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Breakthrough is a bit different as well. It's not just about getting into opponents' deployment zones now, is it? It's there's an extra bit at the bottom there. I can't quite see it on the screen.
So
it's similar to Breaking Flags.
Yeah,
that was in the ETC pack. So
I think it means you just don't have to just run forward. It gives you a chance of not actually getting into the deployment zone and still winning it, which is interesting.
As
a concept. But so there you go. It's all on the screen. Spearhead and Breakthrough to end the day. Then number 4, the next day, where we all get loads of time to prep. Over the curry house, I'm sure, and talk about what the hell is game number 4, and it's mutual encroachment. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm trying to read it as well. And Forage and Plunder. So what is this one?
I can't remember this one. So that shows how well I've studied things.
It's a bit like King of the Hill.
Oh, yes, it is. And there's actually a secondary objective that's very similar to this. Because I know that Saurians actually have that as one of their options. So potentially they could be defending the same obstacle for both primary and secondary. But that's only a few armies that would have that thing come up. But yeah, basically it's like you choose a terrain piece and then don't let any enemy get into it because they'll plunder it and win. So
yeah.
Cool.
It's interesting. Cool. There's quite a lot of crossover actually between the primaries and the secondaries. So there's when you say there's breakthrough is one of the kind of breakthrough is one of the secondaries. So you could be great. I've got both of them, but obviously then if your opponent knows that, they know what to do to stop you, don't they? So I think the secondaries will be a bit interesting, but
it does give another small element. Obviously, the primaries are worth more anyway, so I guess they are always going to be first. But yeah, it does. I'm interested to see how that sort of plays out. And then I
was going to say the interesting thing about this objective is the fact that you don't have to be at the end of the game like you used to in the old one. This is any point in turns 3 to 6.
Yeah.
So it's you can do it on turn 3, and both of you can do it on turn 3, and then you just got to butt heads against each other. So I think it's an interesting objective, but it's see how it plays. I don't know.
Although there wasn't like King of the Hill was overly popular, was it? So a variation is be a good thing, right?
King of the Hill, yeah, exactly. No, I think it's fun.
Agreed. And then the last one, Cornerstone and Hidden Agenda. This is to finish. So this is where as the secondary is worth the plus and minus.
Yeah, so essentially you get big points for your secondary. So you have
4 games to practice by then.
To work out what your secondaries are.
Yeah, you should have come against one of them at least once.
Yeah,
you'd hope so. Yeah.
This deployment confused. Well, made my head hurt because it's
7 lines.
Yeah.
8
well,
lines.
yeah. So essentially, put your most expensive unit in the center, and then you have to go more expensive, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
Towards the end. Yeah, so your most expensive rank and file has to be within 6 inches of the central line.
Okay.
And then you've got to deploy alternating sides of the first line. So it's like opposite of marching columns. So.
It's like a less logical battle line, or marching columns.
Yeah. The one interesting thing I do think about all the deployments is it makes it really hard to corner.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So you have to put there's 2 deployments where you have to put your most expensive unit in the middle. And then the other 3 deployments, they have no corner because you're not allowed within 6 inches of the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
No, be interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. So obviously, the secondaries. The other thing is, I did put on the post. I'm using the official map pack from Season Isles. So there's 6 maps, I think. Yeah, there's 6 maps. So tables 1 to 6 will be randomised. Those 6 map packs, and then obviously the next 5 tables will be 5 out of those 6.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll set it so you recruit, put you on a different table each time, so people won't get stuck on the same table, because I am using the Ancient Ruin rules. Now, players can choose not to use them if their heads are hurting or they've drunk too much the night before. But it's just an added bit of extra, particularly as most of the ruins where are they? They've changed it. Oh, no, have they? Hang on, that's in the centre. No, they are. So where there are ancient ruins on 2 of the tables, they are right in the centre of the board, which makes Hold the Centre quite interesting, particularly the teleport one.
Yeah, sure.
A large scoring unit is in the centre of the board, you accidentally walk the moon in, and then it's at the board edge.
Great fun.
Yeah, that's it. And just I guess that as a last thing, just say thanks, Rob, for putting it on. We're excited to get back into the swing of things, and I do think this is the start of of many to come as well. There's already a few on the online as well. You can go check out.
Yeah.
There's Luke Tranter's Autumn Assault, and then I believe Elliot's going to be looking at doing a league as well soon, as well as Tanger's event in I think December, and some others as well. So we're all back in action. 3.0 has officially started, and we're all cracking on, which is really nice to see as well. So thank you to yourself for putting it on.
That's all right. It's fine. Number 7.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No.
You don't
Keeping
look
your
a day
nose
over
in front
6
of Art of War.
either.
Yeah, 2016 was the first one. It's mental. But
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Very good.
But yeah.
Very good.
So I think that'll do for now. And we are just about to go and record some list reviews and things for things to come as well. So like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz, and check out all the upcoming stuff. But yeah, thanks to you, Rob. Thanks for joining us.
That's no problem. Thanks for doing this, guys.
No, not at all.
It's always good. We'll see you on the weekend.
Yes,
You
very much
definitely
looking
will.
forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everyone.
Firestorm open Friday for people who get in there early?
Firestorm's open on Friday. I'd always recommend booking tables. I think Firestorm on a Friday is like Magic, where there are like 120 smelly Magic players playing. The venue, I will be there from 9 o'clock. So if people do want to get there relatively early and set up and get their games going, that's absolutely fine. I will do an announcement. Obviously, there's food there. There's a full stocked bar there, so you don't need to bring your own drink or anything. It's all there. I'll put a message on the WhatsApp group and on the usual channels about doing an evening meal on the Saturday night. If people want to go out for food.
Be a nice crowd. And
it's
count us in.
Good. Cardiff's a good night out for anybody who hasn't been. And Firestorm's great. It's air conditioned as well, which is always good.
It's a lovely venue. And I think we're going to try and be there at some point on the Friday as well.
Good.
Absorb the atmosphere as we always do. And yes, probably struggle to find a table and just look at models.
Wow. You can just wander around the shop and spend an eye-watering amount of money.
Exactly.
There is that.
But no, we are running out of time, so I will end it there. Thank you very much for joining us, and thanks everybody for watching. We haven't had the chat up front, so thanks for if you've
said anything. We've totally ignored you.
Yeah, we completely. So I'm sorry, it's probably Tommy. Tommy. But anyway,
Love you, Tommy.
Yeah, thanks very much. Like, share, subscribe. Check out all our list review things that come in. Otherwise, have a great evening and see you later.
See ya.